There's nothing there. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. Oh, crap. All right, and if you can't tell, we're doing a review of Good Boy, a film told entirely from a dog's perspective. Genius filmmaking or just a gimmick? Stay tuned. All right, and welcome back to the Horror Comedy Hangout podcast. We have another review, like we said. We're reviewing Good Boy. My name's Chris, the independent filmmaker, and we have
Jess, the non-independent filmmaker.
right, and we have a special guest with us, the non-human.
Even though she acts like it sometimes.
Yeah.
So this is our Frenchie, Madison.
So-
Say hi, Madison. No,
That
that way. That way.
All right, so she's joining us to give her take as well on Good Boy, the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how are we doing? We doing good?
We're doing good. She's
Yeah.
a little heavy, but we're
She's,
good.
yeah, she's solid muscle.
Yeah, she is solid
So like
muscle.
30 pounds of solid muscle. So
Yeah.
she punches you, you know it. So yeah, we had to prop her up on a pillow because she's super short.
Yeah,
So-
and I had to change my shirt.
And-
We're down.
And she's down taking a break. She's already need a break. She's on union break already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So we're excited to do this film review. So do you want to know what it's about? Or you already know? Oh yeah, that's true. You went.
I went to the sea.
You went and seen it with me.
I've seen it with you.
You've seen it. You saw it. We saw it. We've seen it. And so we're going to show it to you a little bit
We
throughout
are?
this whole review.
Oh,
You
I
get.
was like, we're gonna.
You're going to get a little bit of it
Just a taste.
in our reviews. Let's tell you what it's about because that's what I said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
Dive
really
into
excited.
it. Let's get to it. Come on.
So this is actually a super simple premise. It's this guy with his dog Indy
Yeah.
who moves out to his grandfather's house in the middle of nowhere, and I mean the middle of nowhere.
Sticks.
Yep. So after his grandfather's death, he moves out there. So when he moves out to this house, strange things start to happen. There's like this entity in the house.
Yeah.
And like I said, creepy things start happening. And Indy, the dog, starts seeing these things in the house, and he gets worried for his owner because his owner starts doing some strange things. Well, we don't want to. No
You won't
spoilers.
spoil it too much.
No
but
spoilers, but
Just some strange things. start
strange
happening.
things start to happen.
Yes.
Yes. So this is a haunted house movie,
Mm-hmm.
and I know you've seen your share of haunted house movies, but this is a little different because, like I said at the top of the show, this is entirely from the POV of the dog. Yes. And he's a very loyal dog because he's very worried about his owner, just like all of you dog owners out there know that your dog worries about you 24/7.
Mhm.
So, I mean, this takes place with and like I said, POV of the dog, it's low angle shots. Almost the whole entire film is shot at the dog's level, which was
Yeah.
super
Interesting.
interesting, super weird. And I think we'll talk a little bit more about what worked and what didn't work
Mhm.
coming up, but we only had a couple shots of overhead,
Like
or
a bird's eye view.
bird's eye view, and
Yeah.
you didn't see the face of the guy hardly at all until the owner until later in the film. It's a very short film, but later in that film you do see him a little bit, but for the longest time you're that low angle cowboy shot
Mhm.
kind of thing that a filmmaker, a cowboy shot from the thighs down kind of thing. You see him that's it. It's just from the dog's POV.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting.
I just want to say, if you're enjoying this content and you're enjoying all our reviews and interviews, because we've got more interviews coming up as well,
Yes, we do.
please like and subscribe, hit that bell button so you know when you have our next review is coming up, and comment, right? We love all your comments out there.
We do, don't we, Madison?
And we respond to all your comments.
All the comments.
She responds to all the comments
And
too.
she has poke out tongue now.
Mhm. Yeah. That's right. So let's get back to this. Do you want to know who's in this?
I'd love to know.
Oh, you
who's
already
in
know who's in this. Do you know who's in this? Yes. So the first one and the main star is Indy.
Indy.
He's Indy in real life, and he's
Indy in the film.
Indy in the film.
Yeah. And he's super cute.
Yeah. And then we have the guy playing father of Indy, and his name's Shane Jensen. He plays Todd in the film, and it's really she's getting wiggle worm. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's mainly him in Indy the whole throughout most of the film. You get a few ancillary characters. You have his sister calling in every now and then, but to talk and move the story forward, she's more like a exposition dump and moving the plot forward kind of thing. And then you have Larry Fessenden.
Oh, here we go, messing things up again.
It wouldn't be a review of ours if we weren't messing a name up. Yes. So he plays the grandfather, the past Todd's grandfather that passed away and owned the house. And there's a lot of history to that you learned, which you get into the story about what happened to the grandfather. And all right, so let's move it along. We just want to keep this moving along right away. So what worked for you? What did you like about the film?
What did I like about the film? Well, I like the dog. The dog was super cute. And I was very impressed by the things that they got the dog to do. It just made me I think the whole time in the movie, I was like, oh my gosh, how is this dog feeling knowing they're putting him in these different elements and spaces,
right?
Certain traumatic situations. Cause I was like, oh my God, is
he really feeling that?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
You're scared that the dog's really feeling that, cause you wouldn't understand, right?
Yeah. So. And then one of the things that got me is one of the jump scares that I didn't expect. I think it got me and I think most of the audience, because we all went, wow. It's one of the popcorn goes flying and.
Yeah, I mean, because that's a good thing to bring up is because this is not a very scary movie. Super gateway horror because it really is very light on the horror. There was only a couple jump scares and it wasn't too creepy at all for anybody that doesn't like creepy movies, but you love dogs or animals. It's a really good.
It's a good one to start.
It's a good one to start because when you see a film, you're usually seeing it from the perspective of the person or the dog owner or the animal owner, anything like that. And that's so different from this film because you're, like I said, you're seeing it completely from the dog and you're supposed to feel it from the dog's emotion. You're not,
I definitely did.
You're not getting any of the human. I mean, he's interacting and you're hearing,
but you don't have the human connection. You do with the dog.
You want to connect with them. So that was, like I said, I agree with you what he got the dog to do. And we'll talk about how long it took and all that stuff too, because it was a labor of love for sure to get this done. But he did get Indy to do some amazing things that you just go, huh? How would you do that? Shot really well. I thought the shots were really well for what he was working with and working with a dog and working with an animal. It had that creepy feel to it.
Clearly, it's a pain because she keeps moving.
Yes, right. So I think that was such a great concept because, like I said, it is a haunted house movie, haunted horror movie, house movie, and that's been done so many times before. So to come in with that whole nother concept of just showing it from the dog's POV and feeling that emotion, I just think was really amazing. Even the dog, like Indy did some human movements too. Like he ran and hid under a bed.
Oh,
just like a human would. So I was like, I think that really connected with the audience and it really connected for me because I was like, oh that's what I would do. I would hide under the bed. And he was like,
tucked
himself all the way back in and it was freaky. So
yeah,
it was really good to see him get some human emotion in there because you don't really know how a dog feels. All right. So what didn't work for you?
Okay.
I know. Cause you had something.
I had a couple things.
You had a couple things more than I did because
I think we look at it for two different lenses.
And I think this is where the audience is going to be split on whether they like it or not.
Yeah. So I think for me, a lot of the movie kind of dragged out.
Dragged out?
Whatever. Y'all get the point. But there was times I found myself kind of like that. So I think for me, it just moved a little slower. Yeah. There we go.
I agree.
It moved a little slower than I would have liked.
It did move slow.
And then where it got kind of confusing was some of the scenes, I feel like for me, thank you,
Hmm.
jumped around a lot. Like it
Yeah.
was a little jumpy. So we'd be on like one scene of telling a story. And then all of a sudden we'd be like, bam, here we go for like a different scene telling this story, but not telling this story. So it was
Right.
just, it kind of got confusing on some of the paths it wanted to go.
Gotcha. It does start out a little slow,
Mm.
and it is a slow paced film because you're seeing it
Yeah.
through, again, you're seeing it through the dog's eyes. So you're really trying to have to there, you stay on the shot of the dog for a long time,
Mhm.
or the POV of the dog, because you're just really settling and letting the scene breathe a little bit. So
Mhm.
it does lengthen a little longer. It is good that it's only an hour and 12 minutes or hour and 13 minutes long.
Yeah,
So it
it's
is
not long
it
at
is
all.
short. Oh,
Like, it got to the point, like, you kind of got lost in the
yes, the scene,
transitions.
the editing was interesting because
Mhm.
it was very economic, and it didn't explain a lot. So you had to follow along with it. And I'm fine with
Mhm.
that because when you do that, those quick edits, and you're not giving a lot of explanation,
Mhm.
you're expecting the audience to, you're not going, "Hey audience, you're stupid, and let me have to explain this to you."
Yeah.
So the quicker edits, move it along and make it more economical. So I appreciate that in the way. And the other thing too, along with those edits and feeling that way, I think because you're seeing it from the POV of a dog, you're
Mhm.
like, you don't have any dialogue to the dog can't say what it's feeling, or you might not exactly know what the dog's feeling at the moment,
Mm.
although you do most of the time. But so I,
You
I
figure it
think
out.
sometimes they feel a little slow because you're like, I think we're used to flashy, fast moving paced films. I think we're like trained on that a lot.
Mhm.
So I think when you hit a movie that's like this and completely different, it's
Oh,
like
it's so different, yeah.
it's so different. You're like, huh? I'm trained to be like, oh, fast and moving. And I also had one other thing, and I know you said it too, is that there was a lot of somebody passing through frame,
Mm.
like a shadow passed through frame,
Mhm.
and then the shadow passed through frame, and then a little bit longer later, a shadow passed through frame, and you're like, how many times can I pass the shadow through the frame before I understand
Yeah.
what is going on? But then again, if you take it back and go, hey, it's from the POV of the
Dog.
dog is trying to figure it out and doesn't really have, how we think and
Mhm.
everything like that. So the dog's watching it and trying to figure it out. And then, all right. So, just a couple cool things about the film, right?
Yes.
So obviously we said one at the top of the film, and that was the name of the dog is
Indy.
Indy, and that's Indy in real life. Oh, you know who we forgot to mention
Who?
is the writer and the director.
That's bad.
Yeah, yeah.
So the writer director was Ben Leonberg,
Ben Leonberg,
and
and
the writer was Alex Cannon.
and yeah. So he wrote that with Alex. He directed it, and it's his dog.
Yeah, which is super cool.
Yeah, and it took him how long?
3 years.
3 years, and I got an itch. So three years and 400 days to shoot this.
Which was
3 years.
insane.
400
And they
days.
shot it in their home.
Yes.
So their house was probably torn apart with film stuff for 3 years and
I can
400
only imagine.
days.
And growing up with the dog, because you see some early shots of the dog in the beginning where he's a baby and then he grows up.
Cute.
So there was that training, and then getting him to do the things were just, oh yeah. And to stick to the end, because there is this cool uh end sequence with the
Teaser.
teaser. Well, yeah, no, it's not really a teaser. It's more of an explanation of how he did the film.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like a little behind the scenes documentary kind of thing of it, where he talks about, he has Indy there, and he talks about how he got Indy to do things, and you see how he would do the shots over and over again. And then they had one shot that was like, what, 8 seconds?
8 seconds and they
And
had to call it.
8 seconds, and that was a whole day of shooting. So it took one day to shoot that 8
8
seconds
seconds.
of film. So it's just really crazy how long it did take. So, and on top of the
Not teaser.
not teaser, yeah, the behind the scenes, it's behind the scenes, right?
Fine.
Yeah, okay. Behind the scenes, the director also talked about this cool effect, and I
which was super fascinating.
Super fascinating. And I feel bad that I didn't know as a filmmaker that I was like, I've never come across this effect, but it makes sense. And it's been used from
Eons.
the day of time, I feel like. And it's called the
We're going to butcher this.
Kuleshov effect.
Coleslaw effect?
Coleslaw effect.
Coleslaw effect?
I just want coleslaw. So this is a cinematic technique that juxtaposes the same neutral facial expression with a different image to make the audience project a different emotion into the subject, meaning that you have the person have the same facial expression, you turn away to another object like food, and then the turn back to the other person, and now it looks like they're hungry. And then you turn back, and then you have something else, and you turn back, and then the person feels this way, or angry, or happy, or sad, or anything like that.
So insanely.
And that's how he did with Indy, with all those scary effects. When you thought Indy was all frightened, he was actually really happy and super playful with him. And then he just turned the camera on something scary that the dog was supposed to be looking at, and then you think that the dog's scared, but then really the behind the scenes, he's just playing with the dog, and the dog thinks everything's just
hunky-dory.
Hunky-dory. I like that. I haven't heard that in a while. So that's a good one.
You're welcome.
What is your recommendation? I think people know by this point that this is a pretty cool movie, right?
Everybody is loving this movie.
Yeah, it got good ratings.
It got good ratings. I was not the biggest fan of it, I will say.
What would you call it on the
Screaming Smiles?
The Screaming Smiles scale.
I'm a 3. Yeah. It didn't completely hit for me. Like, I so appreciated this was the dog's POV. I went into it knowing that, but I just felt like there was certain things that didn't hit the marks for me.
And that's perfectly fine. Everybody's going to feel differently, and I know there's going to be plenty of people out there that feel that way.
Yeah.
And I'm going with a 4. Definitely a 4 on this, because obviously didn't have the scares and stuff like that, but just the dedication to doing that and getting the dog, it just looks super cool and completely from the POV of the dog. And I think that's where people are going to have the trouble if they don't see it. If you're not in the POV and put yourself, if you don't go,
the dog's mind,
because it took, and I heard somebody else say it too. It took them like 30 minutes to be like, oh, that's what you get. And it took about the exact same time to me. I'm like, man, once you put yourself in the dog POV, then you're like, oh, okay, this is a cool film. And now I'm just like, no wonder that, the dog's just staring forever, because he's just trying to figure out what's going on with it.
Well, I think I went into it knowing more, because
I highly recommend going to see it. If it's still in the theater, please go see it in the theater. Support indie film, because we always love supporting indie filmmaking. And this was all Ben and a few other people supported it. Yeah. So this was super indie, and it took them so long to do it. And I just want to support people like that are so dedicated to a concept and to an idea, and just hoping that it's going to work down the line. And it actually did.
I appreciate the concept was different. So.
Yes. So definitely go see it whenever you can, in the movies, streaming, wherever you can get to see it. Check it out. Look at it from the POV of the dog. And if you're a dog lover or an animal lover, you'll definitely like that too.
Yeah.
Because you want the dog to be okay, which we can't tell you if he's going to be okay. Yeah. But we can tell you that it's not a gimmick, and it is super cool filmmaking from this guy.
It is.
And hope to see more from him in the future.
And our dog gave up on us. She left us.
Yeah, she did.
So like, I'm going to get a phone. I'm over you people.
No podcasting for her.
Yeah, she's a short-lived podcaster.
All right. So that is our review of Good Boy. We really appreciate it. Please check us out on YouTube and on any audio streaming platform. We like you to like and subscribe. That helps support us in the channel. And please comment, because I'll reply, or Madison, our dog, will reply to you. Big paw print on there. So till next time.
See ya.